Hi parents. I just wanted to get face to face with you real briefly. I know I've sent out a lot of words in the past 24 hours. I just wanted to tell you thank you. Thank you for understanding that this is a very complicated situation with this illness policy, and I'm working really hard to try to land on a policy and a process that is safe for the teachers and the children and the families that we serve, as well as reasonable for you guys to manage as parents. So I'm gonna make a tiny change to the wording of the policy. This is really my intention with the policy to begin with, but I don't think it's worded very clearly. So I'm gonna make that adjustment on there, but I wanted to make a video so that I could explain it and make sure that everybody understood and was on the same page. So the minor change is gonna be on the criteria to return to school. If you choose to have your child tested for COVID-19, if they have a negative COVID test, then they just need to meet the regular illness policy criteria. So if they have a clear runny nose that's allergies, or if they just have a cold, if they have a negative COVID test, then they can return with those symptoms. Once we know that it is not COVID-19, then they can come back as long as they meet our regular illness policy criteria. So they still can't be here if they have a fever or if they have vomiting or diarrhea, or questionable rash. You know, the same reasons that we normally would ask you to keep your child home would apply, but a runny nose would be okay if they have a negative COVID-19 test. If you choose to not have your child tested for COVID-19, that's okay. They'll just need to stay home until they are 24 hours free of a runny nose at all. And so if they don't develop a fever or cough or shortness of breath when they are 24 hours free of a runny nose, or any of the symptoms on the COVID list, then they're welcome to come back to school. So I hope that this explains a little bit the heart behind the policy, that we want your kids here and we want for them to have the opportunity to come back as soon as possible if they develop any of the symptoms, but we also want to keep our staff and our children and families safe. So I appreciate you understanding. I appreciate you being patient with me as we figure out how to get this process and this policy in place and communicated effectively, so that we can refer to it with any situation and be consistent across the board. So I'm gonna put that in writing and send it along with this video, and I thank you guys. Thank you for your support and for being flexible with us and working with us as we get this all hammered out. Have a super great day.